Hello, my name is Carmen Bellows. I'm one of the co-founders of The Great Lesser Known, a website that illuminates lesser-known artists in Middle Tennessee. Today I have the privilege of speaking with Jackie Cheuvront. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Carmen.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. To get started, let's find out how did you end up here in Middle Tennessee?
Okay. I was actually born in Mexico. My parents moved to Cleveland, Ohio when I was 6 months old. I grew up there, went to school, and ended up at Kent State University to study advertising. And then after I graduated, I moved down to Nashville, and I've been here ever since. I love it. And I really just started focusing on my artwork when I moved down here. I actually work in healthcare during the day, but on the nights and weekends, I do my art.
Very good. And how did you get interested in art? Is this something that you started when you were an adult, or have you been interested in art all your life?
My mom, Marcia Lara, is an artist, and she does watercolors. And I remember one of my first memories, I think I was about 5, we, after dinner, would sit at the kitchen table every night and draw or paint. So it's just been a big part of my life. My grandma is actually a quilt artist. So yeah. So pretty much everyone in my family does either music or art. So I grew up in that culture. Summers I spent at the Chautauqua Institution in New York, taking art classes, watching symphonies. I'm not sure if normal children do that, but it was a lot of fun for me. And ever since that, it's just kind of grown. I've always had a sketchbook with me, somewhere. So
that's fantastic. So what is your inspiration for your art? Was it your mother and your grandmother, or I'm sure that sounds like that's where you started from.
Right. I started there, painting still lifes, learning the basics, really. In college, I went to the Cleveland Museum of Art and saw a Diego Rivera exhibit and fell in love with that style of murals and Mexican, art from my heritage, and really grew from there. I've combined sort of that style of murals, Mexican folk art, with comic book graphic novels. So that's kind of where, I've really been inspired, and I'm a big X-Files fan. So
I can see everything. Your style.
Yeah,
your
right.
For your style, yes.
Yes.
So how is your art going? Are you starting to see some interest in your art? Are you starting to see that are you getting exposed with your art?
Yeah, recently it's really taken off. I've been a lot more serious with it. I was doing art back in college in Ohio, and just doing it for, because I felt like I needed to do it.
Right.
And when I moved to Nashville and started working, I had a little bit more money, so I invested in my artwork, bought a tent, and have been started doing art festivals. From there, I've met a lot of artists, a lot of people. I've been doing Comic-Cons.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I've been in galleries, so it's really grown from, just those first basic steps, and I'm going to keep working on it.
Where do you go from here? Are you going to continue just moving down this road as trying to get into different art studios? Are you going to try to get more commercialized, or what if you had all the money in the world, what would you be doing with your art?
My dream is to have my own store. I know a lot of people want their own gallery, but having an advertising background and marketing and business, I would love to have a store curated, basically, with my artwork and other people's artwork that I love, and not just art, but different products with art. I think art is becoming something in every aspect of business, any business, not just paintings on a wall. I think it can be integrated pretty much anywhere. And that's kind of where I'm going with that.
I'm so glad you said that, because I agree with you. Having had the opportunity to travel, you learn a lot about your culture through your art, and art is tell stories that nothing else can. So I'm glad to hear you say that. I didn't really ask about the medium. You know,
It's all acrylic, which I know is not a very respected medium in the art world.
Why is that?
It's a student medium.
Because
this is
you
where
can
you
make
start,
mistakes
right? And it dries quickly. And oils is just what the masters use. So everybody gravitates towards oils. And there's a certain look you can get with oils that you can't get with acrylics unless you add an additive to the acrylics. But I don't know, there's something about acrylics that I just, I love that it dries quickly, that you can add different things to it and manipulate it, add textures. There's just so much, I think, more that you can do with acrylics. And
that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's underappreciated.